This episode is sponsored by Schwans.com. What are you having for dinner tonight? Good question. Schwans Home Delivery has a solution for you. Stock up your freezer with high-quality frozen foods like premium meats and sides, delicious ready-made meals, ice cream, and more. No subscriptions, no memberships, just a friendly yellow truck that's been delivering food for almost 70 years. Listeners of this show get a special deal. Get 20% off your first order with code YUM20. Check out schwans.com/yum for details.
Episode 1945 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome. Today I've got a show about changing careers. Just a good reminder for folks, if this is part of what you're doing, so that you can manage some of your expectations and keep on plugging. Hope you find it helpful and give it a great review wherever you listen to the show. And with that, let's get going. I wanted to speak with you today about changing careers. And I was reminded of something because I recorded a podcast yesterday for Job Search Radio. We did it as a video. It's available on YouTube, and it'll soon be available through JobSearch.Community. But I'm not ready to release that quite yet as I record this in mid-February. Now, what I want to say to you is changing careers rarely is an easy process. You wind up starting to go out on a bunch of blind dates and talk to people about your idea. And more often than not, you run into two reactions. One is the one that immediately is the voice of doom. This is so hard. Why would you want to give up? What you have now, and that sort of voice. There's another voice that says, yeah, but, and it talks about your deficiencies. And it's very easy after you hear a few of those rejections where your inner critic starts to take hold and starts to tell you how wrong you are in this idea. Now, I think more often than not, what you need is more information. And instead of immediately going out and trying to find that great opportunity for career change, you need to take a step back and gather more information. Because more often than not, information is what's lacking. And from there, it might be education that's lacking. So, often the rejection starts to get internalized by you or by people in general. And it starts to activate that inner critic within you that basically tells you that you're doomed in your current circumstances. It fosters the desire to stay put and be stuck. Now, I don't want you to get into an argument with your inner critic. You can't win that argument. But to understand the inner critic is to understand the notion that there's a part of you that wants to feel safe, that doesn't want to go through difficult challenges, and would rather just stay where you are rather than risk rejection or failure. And what's best, instead of arguing with the inner critic, is to have an internal dialogue with the part of you that wants to be safe. That part that basically says, hey, it's pretty good where we are right now, and you shouldn't have to do this, and understand and start to think about and understand why it is that safety part of yourself is afraid to make change. And negotiate with it, have a conversation with it. Understand that part of yourself that would rather be comfortable yet miserable rather than uncomfortable and taking on something that's risky. When you think about it in that way, it's a much more normal reaction that you internally say to yourself, man, this is going to be hard. I don't know if I want to go through this. After all, I'll point at myself for a second. I'm not as young as I used to be, But at the end of the day, it's the right thing to do. And you just have to make that bargain with yourself that you're going to do this in ways that make sense. Without that, you're going to keep dealing with rejection and going back into the cocoon rather than going out there and trying to make that change you know you really want. That's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here are a few more ways to get information and advice from me. First of all, visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. Go to the blog. There's a lot there to help you with your job search, hiring more effectively, managing and leading, and workplace-related issues. In addition, if you're interested in my coaching you, there's a button there that says schedule. Schedule time for a free discovery call or schedule yourself in for coaching. Obviously, I'm going to charge for that, but I can help you with interview preparation, leadership coaching, salary negotiation advice, making a good decision between different offers, anything related to improving yourself in the workplace, I can coach you about. If you have questions for me, you can schedule 15 minutes with me at thebiggamehunter.us/live, or a less expensive way is at thebiggamehunter.us/video answers, where you leave a message for me and I'll respond with a 3 to 5 minute video. Connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/in/thebiggamehunter. I can assure you your network will expand a lot by connecting with me. And finally, watch me on TV. Download the JobSearch TV app for Fire TV, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Roku, like 90 different manufacturers. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, I hope you have a terrific day. Be great!
Haverty's Furniture is here to help you get set for the season with up to $1,000 off. So you can set the stage with style and set the bar more beautifully. So why not settle in together on a new sofa? Because being at home doesn't mean having to settle for less. Even though the holidays feel a little different this year, Haverty's Furniture can help you create the perfect holiday setting with up to $1,000 off plus 0% interest.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
This Thanksgiving, think outside the oven and get Thanks Grilling with Ace. Get a new grill and choose from top brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg to add even more flavor to your Thanksgiving turkey, side dishes, and desserts. Plus, right now, get free assembly and delivery on all grills and accessories $3.99 and up. For the best help on the best grills, stop by your local Ace and get Thanks Grilling. Ace Rewards members only through December 24th. See participating stores for scheduling or exclusions.